What's going on, guys? Another day here in the carport. Well, today I got a couple of things to do. First and foremost, I do have to work on my girl Scion here. Needs an oil change. I think the rear brake pads need to be replaced. Yep, I have them right there, right on top of the engine. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna work on this one real quick, and then we're gonna get back to the two-tone. That is our priority as far as cars goes right now. We're gonna work on this one. I'm gonna do a once-over, making sure I didn't leave anything loose or anything like that. Look at the boost lines, all the vacuum lines, make sure they're all good. But good news is I just ordered a part for it. The seatbelt, remember I told you guys it was expired? I just went online and I did order that, so it should be here Monday, Tuesday the latest. So as soon as that one comes in, I'm gonna install that harness, and that takes care of the safety aspect of the car not being 100% legal. But we'll get that done this upcoming week. The lug nuts are starting to grow on me a little bit, not too much, but we're gonna get that done. After that, I think that's really it. Once I do this once over, I'll button everything that I need to up today, and then I'll be just waiting on the seatbelt, and then we should be ready to go to the track. I don't see why not, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on this car. I already got it up on the jack stands. Do the oil change real quick, do the brakes, and then we'll get back to the SRT, guys. So. Alright guys, so we're back here. So we gotta get the car ready for the track. So one of the things I'm doing right now is probably something anybody who first gets an SRT should do, especially nowadays where everything you get has been like used, abused, taken apart, put back together, taken apart a few times. So this is probably something anybody should do, including people that are about to go to the track. First and foremost, got your engine bay, obviously. Just went on a little cruise, so I know she's holding the boost that she needs to hold. But real quick, for those who don't know the setup on this car, this is an 03 chassis with an 05 motor, 05 transmission. I am using the 03 fuel rail so that I can have the fuel pressure regulator return line set up after the rail. That way everything on the other side remains factory, from the feed on the fuel rail all the way down to the fuel pump area. Not ported throttle body, I got the MPX throttle body, ported intake manifold. I believe those are the AGP hard pipes with a tile blow-up valve, stock radiator. I also have the AGP hot side intercooler piping down there. We are running a CTI front mount intercooler. The OGs know about this intercooler, very rare. It's pretty thick. It's actually pushing up on the bumper right here on both corners, but it's pretty good. Pretty good intercooler setup. AGP mounts, all three of them, top, bottom, transmission, with the upgraded bolts too on there. I do have the stronger bolts on there. This intake is one that I had laying around, so I just threw it in there. I still got to get a filter for it before I hit the track, so we're just waiting on a filter for that. I did have this used to be part of my D-Tech, but my D-Tech stopped working, so we just bypassed it and put a little bleeder valve on this. It's boosting some crazy amount of boost for being a stock turbo, but it is a stock turbo with a stock exhaust manifold. So that is actually down the road. Once I get it on the track, I'm gonna go ahead and probably get something aftermarket that's better flowing. I also want to change the charge pipe that goes all the way to the lower hot side pipe. What else? And then obviously I'll go into the internals of the engine. But for now it's just a stock long block, stock transmission. It does have a 6-puck unsprung clutch setup from ACT, and then pretty much all your bolt-ons that you need to make stuff happen. Injector wise, the Simons, I forget how to say it, but the 888s, and at the fuel pressure is pretty much like 1000 cc injectors. What else? Yeah, that's it. On NGK 4306 is gapped at 0.032, people. I run that gap on all the cars, no issues, regardless of the power level so far. Except the black one. The black one is being a little tricky over there, so that one, we gotta figure that one out. But all my stock turbo cars are running like this. My daily always runs on this same gap, no issues, no breakups, none of that. So at least for me, 0.032 has been the magic number for the gap on the injectors, on the spark plugs, and the injectors 1000 cc's is perfect for the E85. Alright, so we do have a couple of things we gotta look at for you first timers slash track people. First and foremost, your boost lines. You gotta check all of these. All these connections, anything that runs vacuum. You don't want to make sure they're tight. You got zip ties on them, that way they stay for the most part. I gotta put zip tie on this one. Back there where your brake booster is, you want to make sure all that stuff is zip tied. I don't know if you can see this one, the little nipple right here with the 2 white zip ties. That actually broke on us. Just the tip, just this tip part here. It's cracked. And when we're on the dyno, the car will only boost like, what, I think it's only like 10 pounds. It will only hold like 10 pounds. Be like, what the hell's going on with this car? So we're just running it. And then on one of the passes, it blew the whole tip off. So we were actually able to see that, oh, that was the issue we were having. So make sure you zip tie the stuff. Make sure you check the actual lines, that they're not brittled and old and cracking, because more than likely once you actually start holding boost and doing passes, you're gonna crack those lines. But all that looks good here. This is open, a little trick from back in the days to keep the car from going crazy. What else? What else you want to check? Make sure for leaks, right? You go to the track. If you ever go to the track and you're leaking, they're gonna make your ass reverse and get out of the lanes. They don't want you messing up the lanes. So we're looking, asphalt, concrete was all dried up. I did drive the car around the block, so as you can see it's still dry. So we got no leaks, so that's good. Got something hanging here, but no leaks, so that's good. What else? Spark plugs are good, coil pack, all that stuff is good. Motor mounts are nice and tight. All the bolts are good, so we don't gotta worry about stuff coming off on the car, so that's good. We do have 2 things to do though. We gotta get an air filter for the intake, or I can just run it the way it is. I'm not really worried about it. It's not a big deal if it doesn't have a filter, so I just gotta make sure it's tight at the turbo, because it is a little bit loose, I can tell. Yep. Make sure it's tight, and it's probably, I do have to make like a mount for this, because right now it's just kind of just sitting anywhere. I'll probably do something, secure it somewhere, that way it's not loose. Yeah, we'll figure something out, no worries. I did see, check this out, so I did run into this. when I was driving it, I noticed this. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got a little bit of play. Now I did see a screw underneath, a nut. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe tighten that up and hopefully make this go away, because I don't like that. And if anybody knows somebody selling a boost gauge factory, the pod, let me know, because apparently the people I've hit up don't have any, and I can't seem to find the one from the blue car that's not installed right now, because I was just gonna use that for now since I'm not really doing anything with that car for a little bit. But let's take a look. Let's take a look, boys. So you guys see what I'm talking about. See that? That's what I'm talking about right there. And when I move the actual steering wheel, I can feel the steering wheel moving more than that joint right there. So I'm gonna tighten that nut and see if maybe we get lucky. Because if we do, that's gonna be awesome. That'll be a quick fix. So if not, I need this whole thing. Or I'm just gonna let it ride. Alright, sweet. So I was able to get a few turns out of that nut that was under there. And obviously we still have the turn, but I don't have that jumpy feeling that I was having a second ago. But I'm gonna start the car in a bit and make sure that it's not there anymore, but it feels so much better now. I feel confident. And for anybody doing that, that was a 13mm size nut underneath that. At least if it's factory or not, I don't know. But it was a 13mm. But it feels good. I don't feel the jump, so I'm happy about that. That's definitely good. Woo! Alright, anyway guys, that is it for today. I actually just finished cleaning the inside. Take a look. So yeah, I'm done for the day. Sun's going down. I gotta clean up. I gotta move all these cars back where they need to go, because lucky for me, my neighbor has decided to sell his house, so it's currently empty right now. But that became my little parking lot for now, but I gotta move those out of there. I don't want my stuff to get towed out of nowhere. But yeah, that's it for today. Next video for this car should be the harness and the air filter. And other than the tires, which I won't get yet, she's ready to go because she is tuned technically. So I'm just gonna probably register her so I can do a few pulls and make sure that everything is looking good before we make the trip all the way to the track, just to find out there's an issue. So I'll definitely do that first, and then hopefully in the next couple of weeks here we're gonna have some track passes with the two-tone, see what we can do. Just happened to see on the forums they actually broke the stock turbo record. So I think it's 10.888. Let me see. Yeah, so it's 10.888. No nitrous, stock turbo. Obviously everything else has been hacked up on that car. Super lightweight, Lexan windows, the whole shebang, no cage. So unlucky for us, we do have a cage. We don't have Lexan windows yet. So I'm hoping for some 11-second passes out of this car consistently, and then we'll really start tuning it and dial it in, get carbon fiber stuff here and there, make it lighter, and see if we can get into the 10s. Hopefully that's the goal, really. The stock turbo on this, until it blows, is going to stay stock turbo, and then I'm just going to get another stock turbo, so we never have to worry about a bigger turbo for this car. Whole purpose of this car is stock turbo related. So we'll definitely tune it, dial it in some more. If we feel like we're stuck at a certain time, we either make it more lighter, or we'll start going into the motor and just figuring out what we can do to get a little bit more power out of the car, and just dial it in at the track. That way it's hooking and booking. All right, so yeah, stay tuned for the next video, guys. Get the safety done, get the air filter in there, and then that's it, track time. All right, I hope you liked this video, guys. Make sure you hit a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, peace.